Okay, so moving on, we've carry on with this particular assembly. We're going to create now a design table. So you'll notice that I've got a little icon up here. You might want to kind of do that instead of having to go insert tables and design table every time. And we're just going to auto create a design table. So let that do its little whirring. Then if I resize my table so I can actually see a little bit more, you can see there's an awful lot of kind of stuff in it, and a little bit too much. We don't really need so much of this stuff. I know the book kind of keeps the description, but I'd maybe kind of delete those. So the description is pretty much the same as column A, so we can kind of delete a few rows that we kind of think we deem sort of unnecessary. So if I highlight the two columns, sorry, not rows, and select delete, and again you can see we've got a lot of configurations here that are fairly similar. So you've got the state at plank 1 and configuration, which is repeated seven times here. So what we can actually do to minimize this is we can actually delete all of those rows from state at plank 2 through to configurations at plank 7. So I right click and delete those columns, and instead of a little 1 there, if we put a little asterisk symbol, which means all instances of this state, so click OK on that, and same again here with the configuration, and click OK on that. We've got those two changed. Now you notice there's a hyperlink. Anything Excel sees with a little at symbol kind of thinks it's a link to some other file or the internet or something. So we're going to remove that. So I highlight those two and just do remove hyperlinks. You can see it removes the hyperlinks on those. The only thing is now it also kind of reformats the text. So again, highlight both those and right click and format cells. And in the alignment, we'll just go back up to 90-degree alignment just to get those back up again. We can kind of tidy this up a little bit more now by centralizing all of that and creating that. Okay, so that kind of gives us a little bit more neatness, if you like, on that. And again, I'm just going to try and resize this whole thing and move it back. Just to give myself a little bit more room. And then I'm going to add in a couple of things down here, so I'll just kind of create a bit more room down this way. So that's that. That's that. Now the derived pattern, as you can see here, is kind of blank. We'll just kind of pop in the little U's in there, just unsuppressed. And same for the three coincidents then are going to be unsuppressed as well. Just kind of pop them just to complete our little dialog box, keep everything right on that. Okay. So next thing we're asked to do is going to create another couple of configurations. So if I pop in here and do a left hand burner and a right hand burner, and we're going to suppress all of those rows. Just grab that and just clear the contents of that. So we suppress all of those. What we're doing is suppressing the mates, because we're going to add in another, instead of the single tray that we have here, we're going to add in a different version of the tray, a left hand and right hand version, and we're going to suppress those mates as well, because those mates will kind of lock that in place, so we need to suppress that. Okay, so for the sides, and we're going to suppress the side table shelf as well, so I click OK outside of that, and you see it, design table generated the following configurations. Click OK to that, and we should see a right hand burner and a left hand burner. So you can see the table's removed, and hopefully our mates are, you can see the last few little coincident mates and that are all suppressed on that as well. So the left hand burner, then we're going to actually pop in a part called side table shelf and burners. So insert component again, browse, and side table shelf. Assembly file, so assembly. So side table shelf and burners. Click open. And let it rebuild. And pop that in there. Okay. And then we're going to make this similar to before. So select my mate. And pop that on. Concentric mate here. And then we'll do a width mate again on this. And okay, into that. And that's our left hand burner in. So we've got default left hand burner. And there we go. Okay, so that's that bit. Now we're going to configure the component itself, the side table shelf. So we come back here and right click and configure component. And what we're going to do with this one is in the left hand burner, there's a couple of configurations of this. So there's a left hand version of that, and in the right hand burner we'll unsuppress it and we select the right hand version of that. And we just apply that and click OK. And if I go back here again, the right hand burner has that, the left hand burner has that version, and just check everything else is okay. And our single tray is okay, so we got a left hand burner, a right hand burner and everything. So everything's kind of fine and dandy with that. Okay, so if we go into the design table, so we edit the table one last time. And you can ignore those configurations, those are the ones we've deleted. We don't really want any of those. We've deleted all that stuff, so cancel that. And we can pop in a few just helpful user notes. So if I insert a row here and pop in user note, pop in the little, so make sure you use the dollar symbol, user underscore notes. And then in this column, then we can type in like set up plastic planks. And maybe make sure I make that sort of justify that left as well. Same on this one. So, and then single platform. Again, justify my text, and this one's called platform with 2 burners. Platform with 2 burners. And you can, highlight those rows if you wish. If you want to set them a specific color just to make them stand out a little bit, or you can kind of create borders and all sorts of things just to kind of make it easier to read. And if I click outside that, that's our job done. We've got all our one last check, make sure everything's kind of working okay. So we've got all these different assemblies with all the different types of tray. Now, in the test, you won't be asked to do anything near as complicated as that. It's a simple sort of a in the mock test, you're going to see a sort of simple sort of single socket, double socket, and 4-gang socket. So it's kind of a lot simpler than this one here. So it's kind of quite a complicated little bit. So if you can do this one, you should be kind of fine for the test itself.